My name is Antonio Bonetti. I'm a musician / artist from San Diego, California. I kind of started with acoustic stuff. Like when I was in high school, I played in like my youth band, and I would always try and work in songs, like non-Christian songs, into the night. And so that would be kind of fun of doing like covers of like Jack Johnson. It made me it was like something to actively work on every week. I think was like, I mean, we're not like reinventing the wheel every week. So there's a lot of repeat songs that you do in that world, but you can find a place to be creative anywhere you're at. So it's fun playing around like with collaboration with other musicians, and then also just on my end, like I eventually was like the like band leader or whatever, just for my little youth band. That was kind of a fun thing, and sort of changing how we do songs or planning a song one way and then playing it in a way that's just completely different because you're just like, it just happens how it happens.
Babe, your voice is much too loud, but what did you say? I can hear you from the south, it's up for debate. Oh, enjoy the plans you've made, as long as they stay. My watch is clean and wound, just tell me to wait now. Babe, it doesn't make much sense. Dun, 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 that I should feel so long from such short events. And I truly hope you're well, but what can I say? I clung to you too close, from nations away now. I can only wait for so long. Just tell me to wait. Oh, just tell me to wait, yeah. But the thing that hurt is you didn't say a thing. It's gone with the wind. Oh, just gone like the breeze, yeah. Seems I'll always feel what we had. Anna, my dear. Oh, and Anna, my dear. Seems I'll always feel like I'll be seeing you. You take your time.
It's a very emotional song. It's just like it's chock full of like really, like, I mean, like Tell Me to Wait is in and of itself is like a very sort of like pleading, like I'll do anything, just tell me. There's whatever you want. Um so it's just sort of like a reflection on a kind of a another manic time in my life of sort of being with a girl and just getting way in over my head. And it was like long distance too at one point. So that's always just like a great way to go insane. I wrote that one after things just kind of ended with that. And I was in a very, I just wanted to express that in some way. So there's a lot of lines in that about like, the distance, and like not quite being able to like get your message across to the other person. And I didn't write it necessarily as like a plea to that person or something, or like, um, take me back or whatever. But it's just sort of like a snapshot of a little Polaroid of that time when I was sort of like bleeding heart about everything. And yeah, even if I don't fully identify with it now, like who I was when I wrote that song, it's still kind of a nice portrait in some ways.
She wants for nothing inside, but she went walking, always talking down to greet me there. And I wrote a story each night. Could have said you fucked up my whole life. I tried. And she lost the one thing that she likes. Now she's soaking something deep inside. Feels fine. And I'll sleep in nothing in time. But for now, sweet something's got me as her pride.
It was just finding different artists and just trying to mimic them, really, or just understand what they were doing. Like Jacob Collier is another one that like there was a clear point in my life when I first started listening to him where I completely just shifted my view of what music is and how to play it and what it can be. Yeah. So he in his like understanding of modes and harmony and all that stuff was something that like completely I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize you could do." I thought music was just the like root middle third and that's just you stick to that. And like there's really not one way. I think there's not like figure out the chords and then you figure out the melody and then you figure out the whatever. I think it's very much just like whatever needs to happen or whatever can happen. You just try it out. And I think what happens is like anytime you do try and do it the same way, like it'll never be the same. Like start like from if you try and create a method for yourself for narrowing in this kind of stuff or just like being creative or whatever, it doesn't really work like that. Like you have to, it is kind of a spiritual thing of just kind of letting it happen on its own. Like it's kind of outside of you. But then also you do have the choice to make yourself available to it in a sense. So you don't have a choice on the inspiration, but you have a choice on acting on that inspiration, I guess.
I'm off and gone away. Be safe, it's getting harder. And you'll have to stay to feed the stock their fodder. Concert was awake. She makes the memories fonder. Desert plays its games while I will move beyond her. It's only for today, but the day is so much longer.
I don't know. I think if I have advice for musicians, it's just be super honest with yourself of like where you're at, and don't try and like assess yourself as a musician, like the abstract concept of yourself as a musician. Like as long as you are enjoying it and are in an active relationship with it, like it's your relationship with music. It's not anybody else's. So there's nothing that anybody can tell you about your relationship with it or how you are, like what it does to you and what you can do. Like it's so personal. So the only advice I can give is just be honest with yourself, with your relationship with music. I think what's nice about music is that it's just an opportunity to open you up to whatever you are feeling. So it's like, I just want, if I could have any intention of my music or anything like that, or performing or whatever, is that it would open you up to your own feelings of just whatever it makes you think about or whatever you associate it with, that you would like take note of that and sort of, because I don't know, I think getting that kind of reaction from a song, like at myself as a music listener, like I feel like those, if you are getting a reaction, then that's telling you something about yourself and something in your subconscious that just needs to get looked at. Like you don't need to get rid of it, but you just need to like look at it. And so I think that's what songs do, is they just kind of bring out, they bubble up your emotions that you haven't looked at in a while. Music, I just have the one song, Amulet. It's released on all platforms right now. So you should find it on Apple Music, Spotify, and I also have my Instagram page, that benetti.arts, that you can follow, where I post like my occasionally I post acoustic covers, but then it's mainly just like drawings that I do and some paintings and stuff like that. I mean, this is just a great studio in general. Like it's just cool to be in here, and just it seems like it's very I don't know, intentionally made, or just like it's not meant to be intimidating or anything like that. It's just meant to be like a cool, comfortable environment for people to collaborate, musicians to collaborate. And I feel like whatever he's created a really cool, like just a laboratory for people to just kind of experiment.